Alrighty, so welcome back. Today we're going to be reading The Tiny Seed by Eric Carle. Okay? It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? Okay, so I hope you guys can see that tiny little seed. All of the other seeds are bigger, and this one is very tiny. So we're going to go on a journey and see where this tiny seed is going. But I also want you guys to remember that we've been talking about seeds. Okay, we've been talking about what seeds need. We've also been talking about the question, do all seeds grow? So we want to know if the seeds are going to grow in all the conditions, right? So this is why we're also reading this book today. But now let's see. Where is the seed going to go? So here it's saying that it's autumn, okay? So autumn means that it is in the season of fall. Fall is where all the leaves are falling down, and that is why we see all the trees are different. Their leaves are in different colors. We see green, we see yellow, we see red, we see orange, we see brown. So that's what happens in the season of fall. Let's continue with our story. It says, one of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up, up it goes. It flies too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it up. Oh no, do you see that seed? It got burned. Okay, so now the seed will not be able to grow anymore either. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. Let's see who can find the tiny seed. Excellent, the tiny seed is all the way down there. Good. Another seed lands on tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts, and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. So remember, this is one of the conditions that we had talked about. If it's too cold, a seed will not be able to grow. Okay, so here we go. This seed landed on the icy tall mountain, and now it's not going to be able to grow. Okay, now we got to see where this tiny seed is going to go. Will the tiny seed survive? We got to find out. Now they fly over the ocean. One of the seed falls into the water and drowns. Oh no! The other sails on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. Oh my goodness, I hope the tiny seed doesn't go into the water, just like the other seed. Now the other seed landed on the ocean. That means it has too much water. That was another condition that we talked about. If you overwater or there's too much water, the seed will not grow, okay? Now let's continue to read the story to see if the tiny seed, what happens to the tiny seed? I don't know, we gotta find out. Oh, one seed drifts down onto the desert. Uh-oh, the desert. How does it feel in a desert? The desert, it is hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. Remember, that was another condition that we spoke about. If it's too hot and dry, a seed will not grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. Let's see what happens to the tiny seed. Finally, the wind stops at the seeds, and the seeds fall gently down on the ground. Oh, okay, so I think finally this is where a seed, if it falls onto the ground, it will be able to grow, right? So let's see if that's what happens. But now that's a condition where it falls into the ground. In the ground we have soil. If the soil is perfect enough for the seed, then it will grow into a plant, okay? But all the other ones were not. We had an icy mountain, which a seed will not be able to grow. Then it was in a desert, very hot and dry, and it will not be able to grow there. Then we had a seed that drowned. It was too much water, so the seed wasn't going to be able to grow there either. And then we had one that went up, 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 way too high, and it got burned by the sun's rays. Okay, so the seed was not going to be able to grow like that either. Now we have this in this section where they're all falling all of the seeds had fallen to the ground, right? And a bird comes by and eats one of the seeds. Now, seeds are also food for birds, okay? So sometimes some birds are going to eat some seeds. Now, that's another factor that will not make a seed grow because these animals are eating the seeds, right? So now it's saying that the tiny seed, I hope everybody can see the tiny seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird doesn't see it, okay? So this book is very long, so this is where we're going to stop right here. And then we're going to continue on with the next part of the book on the next time, okay, when I upload the next video. So I just want you guys to think about, the things that we've been talking about. What are seeds? How do seeds look like? Where do we find seeds? What are some conditions in which a seed will not grow? And that is pretty much it, okay? We'll continue with the rest of the story for the next video, all right? Bye.